Steven Seagal, why you look different?
Yeah, well, we know why he looks different.
Why you look massive.
Look how fucking huge he is.
Yeah.
He's freaking huge.
Oh, man. And he's a traitor, too.
He's a
traitor
monster.
to the nation.
Yeah, he's buddies, really good buddies with Putin.
Why you look different?
No kidding. Look how
He's so big. Look at that
fat-
gut.
Wow. Whoa, look at those buttons holding on for dear life.
And the
Why you look different?
I'm trying to think.
See those things, man?
yes, I do.
Oh, God.
They're holding up
Those
for dear
strings,
life.
those strings are just like, no.
By the way, for the first time in my life, I was putting on a pair of pants and the button popped.
Oh. You've made it this far. You should be proud of yourself.
I was kind of
I've
like,
had it happen.
oh, God, I didn't think I'd ever find out how this felt.
It sucks.
Damn
yeah.
it.
I know. It's a terrible feeling.
That's one of the reasons I started exercising. But, okay, Steve Seagal, he's super vain about his hair.
Yeah, jet
about
black.
his face.
Not a gray hair on that head.
And he doesn't have any hair, but
his hairline
he
is
puts something up there that looks
You know what?
sort of like hair.
In fairness to him, the guy's been wearing kimonos for so long. I don't think you realize the weight gain when you're wearing a kimono.
Maybe not.
Don't you just drape it over yourself?
God, he looks ridiculous.
At least imagine if he wasn't wearing all black, how bigger he'd look.
I follow this YouTuber who breaks down every one of Steven Seagal's movies, and you do not realize how many movies this guy still puts out. He will put out 15 movies in like
Really?
2018 or something
Who's
like that.
funding this turd?
I don't know who does.
Is it Putin?
But they're such funny videos because this guy is doing no stunts at all. He's sitting in so many scenes. He just likes to fight while he's sitting down.
What?
Yeah.
Can we see a scene? It sounds
Yeah.
like something I want to see.
I used to always laugh because his movies were always like 3 words, right? You know, like Cold Dead Hand, or what were some of his movies?
Space Ice. That's the name of this guy.
Driven to Kill, or yeah.
Space Ice.
Space.
Do they hide the weight in his movies?
Okay, so I follow this guy named Space Ice on YouTube. He's got 379,000 followers. And if you go to his videos, I'm going to go to the most popular. It's got to be a Steven Seagal. Yep, worst movie ever. Steven Seagal in Out to Kill. It's so lazy, he fights sitting down. All right, great.
Oh, perfect.
Hopefully it's going to have an ad because this guy's got fantastic content. Again, his name is Space Ice. And once
Congratulations, Space Ice. You really found a niche there.
once you watch one of these, you fall into a rabbit hole and you're like, I want to see his take on every one of these movies. Check this out.
Out for a Kill is the movie where Steven Seagal finally gave his fans what they wanted the most. A half-assed cash grab with almost zero effort.
He is sitting
It
down.
starts off with a crime scene in Bulgaria where the first ones there are a Hong Kong cop and her partner,
I feel like
an
the narrator's
American
perfect for this.
He's great.
Wondering why a DEA agent and a Hong Kong cop are partners?
Yes.
And investigating a gang shooting in Bulgaria?
So it's intertwined with clips from the movie.
You've already put more thought into this movie than Seagal did. We learn that Seagal is a professor at Yale and is receiving an award for
Why is he
archaeology.
dressed like that?
I've seen him fight aliens.
Terrible
I've
fighting.
seen him fight vampires.
He kills a kid.
Ooh, right through the heart.
I've even heard him say this.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
But him being a professor at Yale is somehow the most ridiculous thing yet. Anyways, he flies out to China
That looks
with
like a paper
pilot
airplane.
named Crash.
Doesn't that look like a fake airplane from behind?
And
you back
while
that up?
out there digging up treasure
I
or
can't believe how
something,
fake that looked.
he flies
Does it
out
look
to
fake?
China.
Yes, it does.
Anyways, he flies out to China with a pilot named Crash.
They call me Crash because I never have.
And while out
That's a
there
great line.
digging up
Stupid.
treasure or some he finds his artifacts are secretly being filled with drugs. As dumb as that
happens.
is,
That happens.
it's still not as dumb as Seagal being a Yale professor. I just cannot get over that. That is complete
He
bullshit.
keeps running the same clip.
So
of him
somehow
accepting the award.
Accepting this award.
realize Seagal is onto them and they begin chasing him. They shoot at his vehicle with really fake-looking bullets and manage to kill his assistant.
The CGI is terrible.
Oh no.
Oh, she's
With
really
his
cute
back
too.
against the wall.
better avenge her
and
death.
no other options. Seagal does the most insane maneuver of just slightly turning left and completely loses them.
That's great.
Seagal makes it to the border and is surrounded by police.
Oh, no.
Including these two who just happen to be there. He has what I feel would be a more
There's no way out.
emotional moment if they didn't forget to turn off the green screen. He's blamed for the drugs that were in the artifacts and is now in a Chinese jail.
How's he gonna get out of here? He's sunk. Oh, somebody spilled
We
coffee.
then meet his cellmate,
The name's King.
who the movie cares about as much as we do, and just fades to black on him mid-sentence.
Across the Kazakhstan border. Trafficking some weed. Some rag.
Since we all know that China takes orders from America's DEA, they release Seagal so he can lead them to the head Chinese smuggler. I don't know how long he was locked up, but something definitely happened there.
I'm falling
forget
in love
about
with
me,
this
Barry.
movie.
Seagal then goes back home to New York and pays his respects to his dead assistant when there's an explosion and he's attacked
Time
by
to fight.
2 monks.
Oh no!
Check out his moves.
Why either of these things happened is never explained, and Seagal doesn't think anything of it. I guess that's all just normal shit in the life of a Yale professor. Later that night, he is again attacked while at dinner with his wife. After he kills them all, guess who's first on scene? These guys are fucking everywhere. Then, as if his day hasn't gone bad enough, Seagal's house explodes with his wife inside.
Can you rescue her?
Mondays, am I right? Seagal gets his dead assistant's father's
Brothers, nephews, cousins, former roommate.
blessing to go on a murder rampage. So now it's on.
Is his wife dead, Brandon?
Yes.
First
And now he has
thing
permission to
does
kill everybody.
is take flying lessons
That's a fake
from
flight.
Crash,
That's a
Call
fake
me
plane.
Crash because I never have.
who is somehow involved with everything.
Oh, see, he's got so many viewers.
This is my favorite movie I've ever seen. I swear to God.
This is Out for a Kill, and this is Space Ice who's recapping
Oh
it.
my God, I love this.
What do you think it got on Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, there's only 3 critic reviews, so they don't give it a critic review rating. What do you
Let's
think?
say it gets like only 3 reviews. Those are people that like him, obviously, right?
You would think, yeah, the audience members.
Let's say it 21.
26.
Okay.
And there's one critic review, and he wrote, Seagal's expanding size requires him to use a stuntman during such moments, and the switch from Seagal to stunt guy couldn't be more obvious. That's a critic review.
Well, I'm sure Argyle will point that out.
You want to watch more of this?
What time do we have to go?
There's about 5 minutes left, but it is pretty good.
No, this is Brandon. I'm dying. I'm so curious as to what's going to happen.
He's in a plane with Crash, and it looks like they're going down.
But he taught him to fly. And he's never had a crash.
At no point is his involvement ever explained or how Seagal knows about it. And then, the stupidest fucking thing you will ever see. Somehow, these two can see the little Cessna plane
Oh my
they're
God.
in, knows Seagal's in it,
What a
Really
green
starting to
screen.
like
That's
this guy.
awful.
and
How do they know
exactly what's happening inside.
Me too.
It's so insulting that you almost don't even notice how terrible of a green screen effect it is. Almost. Seagal then goes to a barber shop that Crash
They call me Crash because I
Because I
never
don't.
have.
told him about, which is where we get the most ridiculous and lazy fight scenes of all time, where Seagal is sitting down for half of it.
He doesn't even stand up.
His his opponent is some sort of monkey man who can fly.
Oh, wow, that guy can spin, too.
It makes no sense, and nobody else in the movie has superpowers.
Wait, how'd that guy climb the walls? How's he doing that?
Makes no
After
sense.
asking him a question,
Where's Tangini, the bird, the man who killed my wife?
Seagal does the most Seagal thing possible and chokes him out so he can't answer. So Seagal blames the Hong Kong cop for his wife dying,
You cost me the life of my wife.
which seems like a stretch since all she did was get him out of jail in China. He then just shows up at a mahjong parlor that has never been mentioned by anyone and starts beating everyone's ass.
The fight scenes are ridiculous.
Only one person has enough sense to leave, who the quick and nimble Seagal chases down before they have this really stupid exchange.
Distant waters cannot quench your thirst than to curse the darkness.
Now I have you.
I guarantee you, Seagal thought that was deep and would blow people's minds. He then ties him up and sends him to safety? Seriously, what the f was that? We then get the first in what would become a Seagal tradition, a flailing arm fight scene. Where they just slap each other's arms and play it sped up to make you think they're actually doing something. I have no idea what Seagal does that makes this guy fly out the window. He then just picks up a random book, flips through some pages, and knows where to go next. The writing in this movie was top notch. So these guys, they're supposed to be laundering money at a laundromat, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke or if he really thinks that's what laundering
Doesn't
money
matter.
means.
I think it works. It works.
Now we're back in Bulgaria at the same club from the beginning of the movie. Somehow, they're back up and running shortly after everyone inside was brutally slaughtered.
Well, they got some new dancers.
Obviously, these guys are also there. So the cop actually does something while her partner gets beaten and kidnapped. Luckily, Seagal just happens to be walking by at that exact time.
Perfect.
And he saves the day.
With the most ridiculous fight moves ever.
Again, incredible writing. It's now the next day, and they're in a Mexican standoff, which the DEA agent and cop are terrible at, as they just stand there while he gets shot. But wouldn't you know it, Seagal just happens to be walking by again. You know what?
Got great
It.
timing.
It's my fault for expecting anything better. He then gets lost and wanders into the headquarters of the drug kingpin. It turns out he used Seagal to eliminate the other crime bosses so he could keep all the money for himself.
Knowing that I would cut them down so that you'd have no one to share in your fortune.
It's insane that he thought a Yale professor, that's so fucking stupid, of archaeology would be able to do all this, but I guess the joke's on us because it worked. So he burns down his own building and just walks out. Seagal grabs a sword that's right next to him for some reason and throws it through a window, which decapitates the kingpin.
Oh, there's his head.
Compared to
Oh my
all
God.
the other dumb shit we've seen so far, that doesn't even register. Now that that's all done, Seagal can finally have a funeral for his wife. And apparently, he's banging the Hong Kong cop lady and did the classy thing and invited her as a date to his wife's funeral.
Oh, that's perfect.
Seagal, you are the shittiest person I have ever seen.
Thank you so much.
Fuck, that movie's great. I love that movie.
Awesome.
This guy
Oh
goes
my
through
God.
everyone and basically does a Cliff Notes theater of the movie. He puts the clips in there as well. And I'm telling you, Space Ice on YouTube is worth it.
Oh my God,
Out for a
it's
kill.
fantastic.
$14 million budget. $14 million budget for that piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah, and a stuntman was awarded 10,000 pounds after he was injured in a fight scene with Seagal.
10,000 pounds? That's
Yeah.
like $15,000.
I know. That's all he got for it. And then a woman accused him of Me Tooing her during
What?
the filming. Yeah.
Seagal wouldn't do that.
I would be surprised if
Seagal's
he
been
filmed
accused.
a movie and didn't get Me Too'd.
Who has not accused him of Me Too? I mean, wasn't he accused by a zillion people?
Oh, yeah. He's had so many allegations and lawsuits.
Oh, man.
Jenny McCarthy, let's see, accused him of it. A couple Warner Brothers employees. They got out of court settlements.
Yeah, I think all you have to do is even show up to read for a movie and you get assaulted by him.
Yeah, well, that's what Jenny McCarthy said. He asked her to undress during the audition, which, whatever, probably commonplace.
That's kind of bullshit.